When you walk into a well-run organization, everything just feels clear, structured, and under control. People know what they're doing, decisions follow a process, nothing feels random. That doesn't happen by accident. It comes from strong management principles, many shaped by Henry Fayol, known as Henry Fayol. Now here's what makes Fayol different. While others focused on tasks and workers, he focused on managers and how to run the entire organization. Think about it. If you've ever worked in a place where no one knew who was responsible, tasks were duplicated, or decisions were unclear, that's exactly the kind of problem Fayol was trying to solve. He believed management could be taught, not guessed, not improvised, but structured. At the heart of his thinking are 5 key functions: planning, deciding what needs to happen next, like setting weekly goals or business targets; organizing, putting the right people in the right roles. Think of team structures or job roles clearly defined; commanding, giving direction. For example, a manager guiding a team through a busy period; coordinating, making sure everything works together, like different departments aligning on one project; controlling, checking progress and improving. Think of performance reviews or tracking KPIs. He also introduced 14 principles of management. Now, instead of listing them all, let's bring them to life. Unity of command. You report to one manager. Imagine the confusion if 2 managers gave you different instructions. Division of work. People specialize, like marketing, focusing on marketing, finance on finance, order. Everything has its place. Think of organized systems, files, workflows. Equity, fairness in management. How people are treated matters just as much as results. The advantages are clear. It creates structure, people know their roles, it improves efficiency, less confusion, more action. It builds clarity, everyone understands expectations. You see this every day in well-run teams. But there are also disadvantages. Too much structure can feel rigid. It can limit creativity, and strict hierarchies can slow down decision-making. If you've ever had to wait for approval just to take action, you've experienced this. There was also resistance. As workplaces evolved, people wanted more flexibility, more voice, and more autonomy. And this is where leadership began to shift, where Fayol's ideas show up today. For example, think about a corporate office. There's a clear structure: managers, team leaders, departments. So, what is the impact? It creates clarity, accountability, and control, but sometimes decisions take longer. Another example, project management. Let's say you're launching a course, product, or campaign. You plan it, organize tasks, assign roles, track progress. So, what is the impact? Things stay organized and on track, but it may limit spontaneity or fast changes. Now think about schools or education. Teachers report to heads of department, then leadership teams. So what is the impact? There is structure and consistency, but less flexibility in how things are done. Even in your own life, if you plan your week, organize your tasks, review progress, you are using Fayol's principles. So, what is the impact? You feel more in control and focused, but maybe less flexible when things change. Key insight. Fayol didn't focus on doing the work, he focused on how to manage the work, and that's the difference. Because without structure, things become chaotic, but without flexibility, things become restrictive. So the real power is in the balance. Structure with adaptability, control with empowerment, planning with innovation. So ask yourself, do you rely heavily on structure, or do you create space for flexibility? Take a moment, pause and reflect. Grab a pen, pencil it down. Where do you need more structure and where do you need more flexibility? Because the most effective leaders understand this, you need both systems and adaptability, and knowing when to use each is what makes great leadership. I hope this brought value to you, and I'm wishing you abundant success. Take a moment, pause for thought. What would you like to learn and explore next?